Quarter 1, 2005 board meeting minutes. First motion, replace Peter Ludlow as CEO of Ingen. Motion passed. Second motion, move ahead with plans for Jurassic Park Europe. Motion passed. Your job is to manage and oversee construction of Jurassic Park Europe until the arrival of our appointed manager, who you will work with to bring Jurassic Park Europe fully online. Okay, now we start part 4 of the 30th anniversary campaign, Jurassic Park Europe. This is our island for Jurassic Park Europe. We're using the Mediterranean set. We've got a fairly flat island this time, but still some elevation to it. We've kind of got this little lake, so this like seasonal lake that drains to the ocean with a little bit of forest here, and then this more elevated area up here above that, and a nice little lagoon over here. So we'll be building Jurassic Park Europe on this island. Jurassic Park Europe, of course, like the previous campaign stages, carries over your genetic progress and your research and opens up a bunch of new species and other aspects in the research tree that were previously blocked. Like we can finish up staff training now, we get more upgrades available. Additionally, this island, the final stage of the campaign, unlocks genetic modifications. Now, rather than these simply being researched, the genetic modifications are rewards for completing missions. And the mission tree is a little different in this park than it was in the previous stages of the campaign because it's non-linear. So, we start with this first mission we have on screen already, which is to release 5 brand new species we have not previously exhibited into the park and then open the park after that. And that unlocks our very first genetic modification of choice. So we basically pick one of these that we want to unlock, then do the research for it. They all cost the same. The ones that cost 12 have been downgraded. 12 genetics have been downgraded to cost 9 genetics for this campaign stage. So yeah, you complete a mission, you pick which genetic you want to unlock. It's completely your choice. And after the first mission, we get access to A, B, C, D, F. Six different missions that are all conceptually, they're all simultaneously active. And then when we finish any one of the 6 missions, we get another genetic unlocked. And we have to finish all 6 of the missions to get to the final mission to get to 5 stars and finish the island. So the 6 separate objectives can be completed in any order after you finish the initial mission. But it probably makes sense to focus on one at a time because every one you complete gets you another genetic you can use to potentially make some of the other stages a little easier on you. And these missions, we'll see, when they come up a little bit later, some of them are a little more flexible than some of the previous stages. Like the theming of the earlier, parks, a lot of that was like the CEO, of Ingen, whoever it would be at the time, was like conceptually giving you a random species that they want introduced to the park. And then you have to do that and find a spot for it in the park you're building. And here, this approaches it a little bit differently, where in this park, we'll have more open objectives, as opposed to just like do this one thing specifically. But while they're more open, they also are more consequential, right? It's not, the missions aren't going to be release 1 dinosaur somewhere. The missions are going to be a little bit more elaborate than that. Some of them are pretty close to just release a few dinosaurs and call it a day, but some of them are a little bit more complicated. When we finish this first mission, we'll go through all of the flexible missions in the next stage. So for now, we need to get our park started. We start with $32 million because A, Jurassic Park is a well-established franchise by 2005, which is the year this park takes place in. And B, we need to establish the park before we open for business. That's going to set this park apart a little bit from Jurassic Park Japan, where we just shipped in dinosaurs from Site B, and we were basically ready to go. We just opened the gates and did it all at once. Here, it's a little bit more of a process. We have to actually do expeditions, or at least take the time to clone the 5 new species. In terms of what we have for genetic material, we have Chunkingosaurus completed, and we have genetic material for like Styracosaurus, Camarasaurus, Apatosaurus, and Troodon. So we definitely want the Chunkingosaurus out. We can cohab that with Apato or Camara. So that's probably something we'll focus on. We could do Styrac and cohab that with another sauropod if we want to do that. But I think I'd like to not do double sauropods right away because they can be a little pricey. I think in terms of our starting location, I want to build on the lagoon. I mean, that's why I put the lagoon with the sandbar on this map. It's because I like the concept of building around this kind of sheltered lagoon. So I'm gonna do that. So I think what we'll do, let's put the park entrance down first. We've got the slope starts here going up, and then this section is pretty flat, like where these you can see the denser like kind of grass foliage here. That's kind of laying out this low-lying beachfront area. So I think I like the idea of putting like maybe hotels out here. So we want to leave this open for that later. In terms of our exhibits, probably want to start with exhibits just kind of in this general area, and then expand out to other parts of the island as need be. We could build the entrance like up here on this ridge, and then like visitor facilities down here. Maybe let's put our backlot stuff up here, like our expedition center, research center. And then yeah, we'll put the entrance, say maybe right here where there's kind of this gap. You can see where the terrain kind of has this U shape to it. So I think if we just start like this, I think that's good. And then we can go straight to a big path, classic main thoroughfare. Yes. So let's do maybe a nice T-junction to start with, because we'll definitely want to have paths heading over here at some point. I mean, we can do a three-way cross. That's not bad. Something like that to start with? Sure. Why not? First exhibit we should decide on, too. Probably just something over here in this direction. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we're going to put our backlot stuff up here. Let's run a path, maybe just back alongside this. You know, I'm actually like really happy with this island. I thought it worked out really nicely. It's maybe less ambitious in terms of like terrain, but I think it looks nicer for it. I mean, I like some of the steep cliffs we did, but I think they were a little rough on the game engine. And this doesn't have like any of the weird artifacting we saw before and stuff, so kind of like that. And we still have cliffs here, like on the edge, so it's not like we're not using cliffs at all. It's just we dialed it back a bit, you know. So we better get expeditions going pretty quickly. Let's see. I think the expedition center, like right on the edge of the hill, is pretty cool. Like right by the ocean here. So let's run this path basically all the way down there initially. And then we'll set up the expedition center. This one right here. Oh, we could even like rotate it and try to get the helicopter as far in the corner as we can. Yeah, there's like terrain restrictions because of the way the game wants to like flatten. So this might ruin the cliff, but I don't think it will because I don't think it can remove the water. Correct. It just won't let us put it close even though the ground is flat here because the game is just, it's not set up to like deal with this level of slope here from the mods. So we'll do that. That looks good to me. Then if we want to put in a large power station, we can fit that back here pretty good. If we could get something in front of that, that'd be kind of good, actually. You know what? I think I like that. Like this power station being way the fuck back here. I think it's kind of nice. There's an argument to be made for us to not have the large power station, actually. Okay, let's move the hillside back here. I don't want to disrupt the natural terrain too much, but I do want the power like right there. So I'm going to steepen that up a bit. So just a little bit like that. Just a little bit. And this can, you know what, go like that. Oh god, not quite like that, not quite like that. I have been working on this map and all the file setup and stuff for quite a few hours today before recording this episode. Part of it was stream and part of it was not stream, so it's been overall, oh, I don't know, the last 6 hours of my life getting this set up. But I think it was a less frustrating experience than some of the previous parks because in this case, I was able to just make an island that looked like something. Like I didn't go into this with as much of a plan as I did in the previous islands. I just kind of plopped down and started drawing shit and like, you know, redid the coastlines, redid them again until I got something I thought was kind of interesting. And I think it's a good variation on what we can do with an island because of that. Nope. 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 Yep. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm thinking this is probably, yeah, probably only a bunker fits in here. Maybe a staff center. Maybe there's a thin chance a staff center fits in there. No. So bunker it is. One bunker coming right up. Let's put it just back on the path there, I think. Boom. Okay, next, give me more path. So this starts to change directions. Let's angle it. Actually, hold on. Let's not go crazy here yet. Let's get the research center, the science center in first. So this can be tucked in. Ooh, I like that. That actually gets tucked into that corner very nicely. Perfect. And then perhaps a staff center can go right here next to it. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, glorious. I love it. Okay. Now, I think the next buildings we put in up here, we put in kind of at a rotation. But that should be everything we need to start, right? Power, research, expeditions, staff center. We could put in a second staff center, but we don't need it yet. Let's get a visitor center down, probably. It's actually only 50K, which is insane. That feels like an insane price for a visitor center. Oh god, should we put it like right on the waterfront of the beach? Oh, we gotta, right? Yeah. So it should be, I think it should go like this. Like one rotation on the grid still, but rotated. Yeah, right like that. Because then it's like, yeah, like right here. Like I want the, yeah, because I think that's a good like positioning versus the water. I think so. We got a nice beachfront path coming out here. The real question becomes, how do we link it up? I think we do, let's do this. We go out here, and then we go like, maybe like, you know what? No, that's pretty good. That follows the rough arrangement of the beachfront. You know what? It shouldn't be so angular on the beachfront. I think this should be more sloping. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then we need our expedition, or I mean not our expedition, our first exhibit, our enclosure. So we run that back there, and we run this back here somewhere, maybe to the base of the hill. Then this is our kind of exhibit area. This probably goes that way. Angular path there like that, and then we grab one viewing. No, wait, grab grab the hatchery here first. Let's get a hatchery now. So hatchery maybe straight here where we got this gap in the back there. We could put an exhibit off of it on either side, actually. So if we put like there, two similar size exhibits, I mean, maybe we just try to put it straight with that. But it'll never be straight with that because it hates me. We could just, if we put it offset, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and line it up, and then if it's too offset, we'll change it. Honestly, that's damn close. Actually, I think since it will allow us to put that in straight. I think that's close enough for yeah, that works. That's fine. Okay, we need power down here. We'll do another large substation. I think we sneak it in here. That. It's just, oh, it can't be aligned to there because of the X. Well, we'll do that. We might change the power grid later because it's just kind of an awkward zigzag right now. Although it's kind of always, oh, we did do JP pylons. Well, that's fucking unacceptable. We gotta delete it, guys. It doesn't work. It's not acceptable. It's gotta be JP era pylons. That's just, it just is a simple fact of life. It's not anything we can do anything about. So yeah, I'm thinking, okay, if we're gonna redo it, we can do it differently. So do it like that, cross that, cross, can't tell what's straight. Oh, that's straight. Okay, great. Ooh, yeah, that's better looking at least. Like, it's fairly straight within the park, and then it changes direction on the hillside where nothing that matters is. Okay, cool. Cool. Power is always the last thing to build because of course it is. Okay, JP fences. Let's not fuck that up this time. We fucked it up on JP Japan and used the wrong fences. This time we're going to be serious and we're not going to mess it up. I do not have Instagram. I do not have Twitter. I don't use social media. Except I use Discord, and that is like it. Okay, we need the regular gates here for dinosaur releases. So I think we just I'm just trying to pick a good spot. The blueprints get weird. You see that shift? Why does it do that? Okay, well, we'll do that there. And maybe we can clone the same effect here to, like, line it up perfectly. Maybe? I'm not convinced those line up, but maybe. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll put in this first exhibit, though. And expand from there. So we'll go up the hill a bit. Maybe we'll try this. This is something to start with. Probably needs to be expanded if this ends up being a sauropod exhibit, but maybe we don't release a sauropod for our first 5 species. We'll worry about them later because they can be a little bit more expensive. Okay. Is the process you're describing there, Cryo, an unmodded thing? Because that could be kind of interesting. Nothing we're going to play with on this park build, but it's something we can try out some other time. Okay, you're talking about the river cruise mod. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, I mean that's a fairly small enclosure, but it's a starter. I haven't used the mod, so there's no way I could know your tip. That's like giving me a tip for something I've literally never used. Why would I know that? Okay. So, chunking should be good to go. So we can get those started. Can we look at that while that builds? Or do we need it to be finished to see? No, we can see the genome. So, Chunkingosaurus. We're looking at 5 genetics. Okay, there we go. So, scientist hiring. Oh, it's not a mod. Well, I asked a yes/no question. You said no, mod, which means yes, it's from a mod. Okay, well, let's figure out our dudes. Cheaper synthesis is maybe interesting. It looks like we don't have much else here. So if we grab a generalist for 104 and a cheaper synthesis for 324, that gets us 5 genetics. It gets us only 3 welfare, but we might be able to snatch like a 2 welfare. Okay, and we got a logistics specialist. Oh, and a welfare specialist. Well, maybe we just grab 4 people here. Let's do this one at a time. This logistics specialist is pretty good. So we grab Chun for sure. Oh, they do start with points. That is something else we can consider. For sure. Okay, generalist at 104 is pretty good. The cheaper synthesis person, a little bit more expensive. Let's grab this generalist next. Cheaper research, welfare. Okay, so I don't... Should the new person be at the end? Maybe there's a limit to the new people that come in here. Maybe you only get like 1 new one or something. Never paid enough attention to hiring multiple scientists to figure that out. 324, 364. Yeah, let's get the welfare. Let's just go for the whole hog here. Yeah, because we don't see another new person show up. Now we just got these 5 to pick from, so cheaper. Confirm. So they do all have points. Multiple points, actually. For now, we try not to spend those. Let's get ourselves Chunkingosaurus first. We need to get Jeeps in and medical. We didn't build those. So, Chunking. Let's pause this recording and find the skin color we're looking for. Yeah, no JP Institute Chunkingosaurus. Not surprising. Prior to this game, it had no presence in the franchise. It's a fairly obscure dinosaur prior to this game in general. So I'm just going to pick a color combination here that I think is probably good. I didn't look it up in Species Viewer, so I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a good looking black and red one here. And when in doubt, you just Darth Maul your dinosaurs. So we'll do that. So we'll put these 2 on this. And then I want to go get to work on an expedition. I think we'll do Styrac next, because we're ready to go on that. We'll try to keep this on the cheap side. And we'll try to just do herbivores that we can kind of put out in the park as it stands. Now, of course, playtesting applies here. If we end up not having enough money, we'll probably just adjust the starting conditions. I'm hoping we have plenty, because I hope it is. It should be, because it's a lot. Is there not a different substation? Because like the pylons on the substation are regular pylons. Yeah, I guess not. It's only the power pylon that's JP era. 1 Chunkingosaurus. I think these guys are okay being solo, so we'll just hatch the 1. That seems fine. Oh, and let's get our gate in, and let's get a ranger gate in too. So ranger gate, we'll do a nice little one of these out here, and then we'll put the ranger team in, I think, back here ready to go. Yeah, I think that's good. It can even kind of take advantage of this sloped path coming off of the visitor center, so that seems useful to me as well. We are kind of cutting into some of our visitor area there a little bit, maybe. So let's maybe put the medic team up on the hill here, if we can fit them up here. Paleo, medical, facility. Would yeah, I think this rotation looks good. What doesn't look good is the hillside. Okay, I might. Yeah, let's sneak it down here then. I'm not a fan of the placement options up there. I think we'll just put all the vehicles right here. Obstructed by pylon. Yeah, because of the delivery. It do be like that. Indeed, yes. I think we'll just redo the pylon system for a third time. Because life is pain and we can't have what we want. So, medical right there, smack dab in the middle of everything. Power, pylons, Jurassic Park. Wait. No, those are just small and large. They're not era. Not era appropriate. That would not... Oh yeah, none of these quite do the thing. Okay. You know what? It works. We're back to kind of a little bit... Oh, it's just more of a curve. That's not... We move this pylon back later, it, like, even kind of will look natural, sloping that way. Okay. Let's get a ranger station as well. Try that. Contract, yes. We have to stay afloat with contracts if we don't have enough money. Photograph your dinosaur. Let's see what this does when we have no dinosaurs. A dinosaur drinking. Should be pretty easy. He should hatch kind of thirsty. Okay, 40 seconds. We could also look at some research options. So let's do that. Once this guy's done, we'll have geneticists to do fossils too. Okay, what else do we have available that we can actually dig up? Proton, of course. Deinonychus. I really don't want to do carnivores. Sauropods are going to be a little expensive for the staff we have, and I really don't want to upgrade if we don't have to. Carnotaurus, again, carnivores. This is Ichthy, Procerato, and Metri. Oh, Muttaburrasaurus. We can do Muttaburra. And Wurosaurus. I think Wurosaurus would kind of conflict, because we'd have... Probably need a third enclosure for Wuro, so we're not going to do that. So I think we have to research one. Yeah. Okay. But Muttaburra is good. So we'll do that. We at least have something to go dig. What is our horrible profit margin? Minus 67,000 per minute. One solitary Chungkingosaurus. Let's make sure he's happy. I think this is the skin combo I was kind of thinking of. Can't quite zoom all the way in quite yet. There we go. Almost. Nope. No, almost. Yeah. Yeah. Where he looks like he's just killed somebody and rolled in the blood. Population 15 is a lie. Social. This tab, I'm done. Oh yeah, you don't get a number unless you're in the hatchery, right? You just have to look at the, yeah, population 1 is fine. Okay, he needs ground fruit. And that's it. Just some ground fruit. Yep, there you go. There's your ground fruit. Get in there and go eat it. Okay. So, fossils are ready. We have, yeah, so 3. Okay, so we probably keep going on Styrac for sure here. Let's upgrade the hatchery. Oh, we should probably get... Do we think... I think it's probably worth upgrading both of these, actually. So, more extraction. And yield. 26 mil remains. So that's probably close enough to a full load. Oh, 48 and 45, 7% left. I doubt 7% is going to be a single 3-pip fossil. 37, 45. I mean, it might be. But if it's not, no, we'll just do this now. So 3 and 3. So yeah, there's no reason not to do it on this guy, because we don't have any more genetics doing it otherwise, doing it differently. So these new small herbivores are all unavailable. Every other small herbivore we had in previous parks. So none of those are immediately available. Amarga, it's probably cheap enough to do. And would take up small enough area to work. But we could also try, well, that's 9. That's a little rough. It might be Amarga here for the last. Oh, or Nodosaurus. No, let's do Nodosaurus. That seems good. Yeah, okay. So Styrac, Nodo, Mutta. So I'm going to have to go to Species Viewer, I think, because that's a bunch of new skins. I think. I can check my notes, but I do not remain hopeful that I have anything decided. Comfort 100 on you. Great. Get in the pen. Go. Get in there. Shoot, the park is open. Yeah, because it defaults to open now. Close park. No, park is closed. Get out. Leave. Get out of here. This park's not open to the public. Get out of here. I wonder, maybe we should start when we upload this to Nexus Mods, which, by the way, Sorna should be coming soon to Nexus Mods. I meant to do it before this, but I also meant to have this map built before today, and that didn't happen. I think when I build this map... Oh, no. Yes. I think I put down an entrance. No, I think we just mention in the file, make sure the park is closed. The park is not allowed to be open. Not a big deal. Like, we were temporarily losing less money. We don't have shops or anything in, so it's not like we were making much of anything. It's just a few ticket sales. We didn't cheat. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, why don't we pause here and I'll go figure out my skins. All right, skins have been picked out. I realize, of course, now that we need 5 dinosaurs, not 4, and I only picked out 4. We'll do a Monosaurus probably in the last slot. Although I've decided that we should have some new research unlocks available immediately, and we don't. So we're going to make Lystrosaurus unlock at 0 stars, alongside Nigersaurus in this tree, which is disguised here as a Camarasaurus due to the way research has been restructured. And probably Olorotitan, which is 1 star only. It will probably make the research requirement for these like 6 instead of 7, or instead of 9. The next tier, it goes from 6 to 9. There is no 7 or 8, because that'll be a little bit better. So, Styracosaurus is on the way. Muttaburrasaurus next, since that one's ready to go. Oh, did we... No, so I was right. 4-pip amber to finish, not... We have 3 slots left to process, so we were correct to do it early. We could have waited on that, but we are ready to go on hatching. So yeah. Why is carnivores lit up with new nodes? Probably from playing catch up on the research tree. Because like the last thing I unlocked a new... Allosaurus was unlocked by Metri. We had Metri research. We've never used it. But we never did Allo. So that's why that's like that. That makes sense. Okay. So... Nodosaurus. If we want that, we need 4 genetics. I could devote a point. You know what? I don't care. We'll do it. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Let's do it. That way we're at least, you know, nice division of labor. We're making progress on all fronts here. Oh, let's get a ranger team assigned. Let's figure out which one can actually move. You can move. I'm really curious. If we put a third car in here, does it break both? Can the other one then just not go? We'll leave 6 as our manual Jeep. We'll do 5 on other tasks. I also wish those car numbers would reset when you delete old stations. Because I had a station built during map building to just, you know, go out and look at stuff. And see what cool things there were to see in the world. And the game remembers that by numbering these cars 5 and 6. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember having 2 ranger stations built before, so I don't know why these are 5 and 6 and not 3 and 4. But, oh, I know why, because I had a storm roll through when I was doing fossil prep work. Yeah, because I have to process all the fossils manually. Holy smokes. Let's process all the manual fossils for everything we've previously done, again, on every map, which takes an hour, which kind of sucks. There's potentially better ways to do that, but I haven't tested them, and it would be probably more confusing for people to do it that way than to do it manually. So I probably don't want to, you know, set that up. Doesn't matter who we do, but we'll send him out on that. That's okay. Muddabura is actually done. So that leaves us with who do we research now? Notosaurus, which should be a single dig site somewhere. Yes, PA Sandstone member, Notosaurus. I believe Notosaurus is known from one fragmentary specimen, so that's probably why it's got its own dig site. I want to say it was found somewhere weird in like marine sediments or something, which is just like a thing with notosaurids where they just float out to sea like a capsized boat when they die. They just, notosaurids love Viking funerals, I guess. I should not have park rating. Hold on.
Another day, another opportunity for greatness. This objective, oof, this one's good. Read the details.
We'll take the amenity one for later. Did this fucking open again? Close the park. Wait, how did that open? Again.
You'll agree.
What opened it?
Look, happy guests are repeat customers. Let's keep them as comfortable
How did this
as possible.
happen? Twice. I mean, I know it happened the first time because I never closed the park. How did it reopen? When did it reopen? How long has it been reopened for? What the fuck? What did I didn't build anything. What would have changed this? Is there a hotkey? Is there an open and close the park hotkey? Because that would be incredibly silly. Did I never properly close the park? I don't understand. Well, once more, the park is not profitable, so it probably doesn't matter. Okay, Styrac is done. Was Muddabura done? Am I falling behind here a little bit? Kinda, huh? Yeah. Alright, Styracosaurus. Great Sandy Calcarana. That's Death Valley. That's Great Sandy. Calcarana. Gray and gray. Well, it looks fantastic. 3 and 2. You know what? We can take a break on digging to get this done. Yeah. Because, like, we're falling behind on stuff. Okay. The park is closed. These are just workers. Get out of here. Leave. Yeah, that's the exit. Yeah, go. Shoo. Get out of my park. You're not welcome here. It's not open for the public yet. All right. That's a lot of Styracos. I'm going to skip the aggressive. I'll take these 4. We need a pen for them. They can't go with the Chungking. Okay, JP era baby fence because we don't want to waste too much power. maybe we should make that a little bit bigger. We'll start with this, though. Because this is going to be Styrak and Nodosaurus. The Hadrosaurus can probably just go in the other pen. Well, the Muttaburrasaurus is not a Hadrosaur. It is an ornithopod, but it is not a... It's like a Hadrosauroid or, and not a Hadrosaurid or something technical like that. It's somewhere on the path to Hadrosaur. Past the Guanodontids, basically, I think. But it's not a Hadrosaur. By the literal definition of Hadrosaur, basically. Okay. Let's get water put in here. Still a little too big. Oh, God. The intensity was a little insane. We just do that. Yeah, there we go. Nodosaurus also completed now. Wow, we are really trucking on genomes. Okay, let's do... Yeah, we'll do this a little bit over... So that wait, what? Oh, because we rotated it and it wasn't rotated before? I think that's what happened there. That's why it's not yelling at me anymore about being weird. No. Yep. Okay. Is that gonna snap weird? No, it snaps perfectly correctly. Look at that! It's still kind of weird, but you know what? It's a beachfront resort. It's totally cool. Look from the sandbar. Like, look at that. Damn. Beachfront Jurassic Park. That's crazy. Okay. 48 seconds. Gate open. Dinosaurs. Muttaburrasaurus, go. Maybe? I don't remember what we've got for geneticists. We have 3. Well, we had set them up. Salar Pulcrana. And again, these are, wait, where the fuck is Salar? There it is. These are based on, where possible, based on JP Institute. Muttaburrasaurus and Styraco are JP Institute. Chunking was not. Park is closed. Yeah, I know. Did I click this and, like, do it at some point? No. Still staying closed. Curious. Very curious. Okay, that gate is open. Oh, we should have watched the release animation. That's always fun. Okay, yeah, so gray with, like, yellow. That's... this is a skin that I picked out weeks ago for Styracosaurus back in the Jurassic Park era in case it came up. So I don't remember if the Styracosaurus from JP Institute had yellow on its frill, or if it had yellow somewhere else, or if the yellow is completely incidental and I picked this color combination because of the way it makes the body patterning look. With like this underbelly and like the way the scales look there. Could be a thing. I have no idea of knowing. That's not a bad Styrac skin though. Yellow, not my favorite Ceratopsian color, but it's okay. We need forest. We need ground fiber. Well, why don't you get in here? You can have some nice ground fiber up by the exhibit. Put some forest in for you, like back in here. By the back. Maybe some actual trees? No? No trees? You don't want to give me trees? There we go. This is kind of something I like a lot about the Malta or the Mediterranean environment is like it's a biome that has trees, but the tree brush is not a forest. It's just this nice sparse like stand of trees. I like that. I think that's a nice thing for the sake of like environmental diversity in the game. I really like seeing it. So get over that. You'll be fine. Next, Muttaburrasaurus. So I guess we're just churning these guys out, which is good for us. Cheaper synthesis and probably not the welfare person because he'll need a nap because he'll be cranky. We're going to need to put extra points in if we want to do a Monosaurus. But that should be fine. Park is still properly closed. I don't know how it opened again. I feel like we've done everything that could have caused it to open when it opened last time, and it just hasn't reopened on its own spontaneously. So, I mean, it's good because I don't want it open. I'd be breaking the rules. Okay. Muttaburra. Are you guys happy? No? You're missing forest and you're missing ground fiber. You want a lot of ground fiber. Like a lot. All right, let's up that intensity. Let's lower that radius. Let's go crazy. Okay, we're getting there. It's all coming together. Okay. We'll have to expand this pen probably if Notosaurus is a little cranky. Okay. Mutabura is gonna go in with the Chunkingosaur. So swap the gates around. It's been a little while since we've done one of these hatchery designs. Did these all the time in the first game. Did we ever have aerial deliveries in the first game? I think it was all manual tranquilization, wasn't it? In JWE1? I have 1,000 hours in that game. I don't fucking remember. Incredible. I've repressed it all. Story, are you ground fiber strictly? Did I see that? You might be ground fiber strictly. Hold on. Close this gate. Close this gate. Close this gate. Close this gate. If they completely overlap with the Styrax, we're putting them in the other one. Ground fiber, forest, water. That's pure overlap, right? Ground fiber, forest, water. Yep. Okay, welcome to your other new roommates. Not the one Chunkingosaurus. That nerd, that little nerd stays by himself in this giant pen all alone for some reason. You guys get to go live over there in the Cool Kids Club with Styraco. And then, yeah, this is... I think the Mutabura is supposed to be like green and white for JP Institute. Which is what this is. That's not a bad looking Mutaburasaurus. But I mean, Mutaburasaurus is just a damn good looking dinosaur altogether in this game. And the other game, actually, too. Just in JW1, I remember that it was in that awkward... I didn't want to actually swap this out. Well, this is technically a better contract. So, whatever.
We're in the paleo curation business, sure, but people only hear that paleo part.
Notosaurus.
However, it's that second
This has to
business
go with
part
the
that's really at our
Styrax.
core. Talk about the real survival of the fittest, hmm?
This is so the Notosaurus for JP Institute is like black on top and like gray on the bottom, kind of like a black shell and then a white, you know, soft fleshy part. We can't do that in this game because basically the pattern controls some of the for lack of a better word, shell coloring, the armor coloring, the scoots, the osteoderms. That's the better word for it, the osteoderms. But there's no way to make the osteoderms darker than the base skin color, which feels wrong. It actually makes a lot of the skin combos for Notosaurus look really ugly, in my opinion, which is too bad because the Notosaurus is actually kind of a cool and interesting dinosaur in this game. It bears a lot of resemblance to Borealopelta, and you can make a pretty damn good Borealopelta with it. So yeah, Svalbard Blank I think is the best we can do here at replicating the JP Institute pattern. Cheaper synthesis, and I guess you will put the welfare specialist on Nap. And then when that is done, we could look at pushing for the Edmontosaurus. So we do what? Maybe 5 genetics on you? And then we have 9 on 3? I think so. Probably the plan. But we can do that next time. I think we'll probably wrap this up here with the Notosaurus. So we'll get this last dude out. That'll be at 4. And next time we'll be able to... Antisocial. I'm going to skip the antisocial and save money here. And, like, potentially, space. Do I do this with everybody? I think so. Fuck it. We'll have to rest after we do the research for Edmono. But we can get the Edmono research queued up at the end and wrap it up there. So that's probably a good ending point. A good natural ending point, unless the storm rolls in and we gotta deal with that. Which I'm hoping, you know, doesn't happen. This feels kind of weird. I might redo this beach pathing here. We'll worry about it later. You release straight into this pen, yes? Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, the flat, like, dark gray Notosaurus doesn't even look bad. That's a perfectly fine looking dinosaur. It should look better. There should be more we can do with this. And we can't.
Okay, What we have here is a Nodosaurus.
Honestly,
This
it's more of a
dinosaur tends to
Boreal
be
Pelta
shy and likes to
player,
keep to
but
itself.
it's fine.
And it has a thick skin. Sort of the opposite of Owen.
All right. So I said we were gonna do 5. Yeah, 5 on the cheaper. Montosaurus. We can dispatch the welfare specialist and keep the logistics specialist around for the digs. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. And what do you need? Ground leaf, open space, water. I mean, it's gonna have to work, but it's not optimal. Put your food in that corner. We'll have to see if you're gonna be chill or not, which might be a trouble. It might be a problem. This is a nice enclosure full of kind of dark-skinned dinosaurs, dark color palettes. We got a nice gray, a dark green, and a black all combined together. I like the theming. It's a good mix. They look good in a desert environment too. I especially like this Mutabura in a desert environment. Like, I think it blends in really nicely with like the sparse plants here. I think it looks good. It's like really easy to just have your desert dinosaurs all be like light gray and browns, but I think this sort of green works. It's like a big ambulatory cactus or something, you know? It's fantastic. I'm just stalling time for these Nodosaurs to move in here. You know what? We'll deal with them later. It's fine. It's fine. They're actually pissed at me because they went into this pen and they stayed there because they're stupid. Probably should have airlifted them over there, but I didn't check their food types out of time. Well, all right. We'll end this episode here. We'll get these guys sorted out next time.